So what we have done so far is we've taken our design. This is just a quick little logo that I've thrown together, okay? We've taken our design, we've thrown it together, black on white, white on black. If there's things that we don't like, we can come back and change it. Like I don't necessarily like how this Y crosses over with E. I kind of wanted to do it a lot more. If I also go like this, you'll see some steps back. So right now what I did was I took my ray that I had, and as you can see when I click on it, I just expanded the stroke. I took a stroke out to make it thicker instead of selecting another typeface. But again, I kind of don't like how that overlaps. If it overlaps, I want it to overlap a lot instead of a little. So what I might do is go select these two. I'll go like that. Maybe I'll have these guys fully overlap. Okay. The whole point is when I'm done and I feel that it's where I want it to be, I'm going to take my whole thing. I showed you this on our little tutorial walkthrough, beginning of this project. I have a stroke and I want it to be a solid shape. So I'm going to go Object, Expand, and that'll ask me what do I want to expand. Where'd it go? Object expand. Okay, and it expands like that. So now the stroke and everything is expanded. And then I'm going to go to Unite, and that's going to make it all one shape. So now as you see, when I zoom in, this is one shape instead of being multiple shapes together. No. Cancel. There you go. Should look like that. And you can see how it's blended together now. If I want to, I can come through and adjust this point up a little bit more. Make it a little bit thicker. And I'm like that. Once I get there, I can now select the entire thing. I will hold Alt. I'll click and drag. And then once it's here, I will fill it with white. Oops. And I'll be good to go. Okay, now once this is done, I need to then select the color that I want to use for it. Okay, super simple, and you can do it any way you want, but I'm going to change these two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with my colors, and I might actually go to my color palette. Oh, it's over here on my screen, sorry. I think we're going to be able to go. Well, my color is stuck. My kids are binge watching Avatar: The Last Airbender right now, and they just did the secret tunnel scene, which is super funny if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, my color's locked, and that's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm trying to figure out, once I can get to it, I have a little screen issue. I'm going to try to figure out what color I want to make this. So I might choose to go with some pastel-ish colors. That's too bright, so I'll make it softer. And then my designs, I'll go with a darker. Okay. And then what I can do is once I get it here, I'm going to lock this black. I can take these colors that I have. Sorry, I have to adjust my layers a bit. And then I'm going to take this Ray Designs, drag it down here. see how that works. I want it to work successfully on a dark color and a light color. If I like how that color combo works, then I'm going to keep it. I think it works pretty good on white. It doesn't work too hot on black, so I might change it up. Okay. It's all going to be up to you what colors you want to use and how you want to use them, but you do need to set it as what your official versions are going to be. Once you have this created, you're going to set for us what's called your color Pantone. Okay. Some of you might have gone over this with graphic design 1, but how we're going to set your Pantones is once you have this set up, I'm going to go like this. Put a small box, and then next to that box, I'm going to put type. Okay, the box itself, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click on my eyedropper, and I'm going to go like that. So I have a color box. If I click on my color that I have selected, I now have this 96D 96D6B6. I'm going to Control C and copy that. I'm going to double click on my text, and I'm going to go $sign and paste. And that is my color Pantone. That way I know that you know the exact code that it's going to be, and we can move from there. Then I'm going to go highlight it all. I'm going to press Alt, click and drag. I'm going to select this, get my eyedropper, select my orange, and I'm going to get this code. Copy. Oops. Paste. Let's see. B6. Oh, I pasted it in between. 3, 4, 5, 6. F7913B. Is that correct? B, F7913. B, F793. Okay. And that is my color or my logo with my color Pantone setup. That will be the next step. Super simple. Okay. The hardest part is picking colors that will actually work well together. Now, some tips on how to do this. Let me pull this up for you. And this is also for those of you that are rebranding. Okay. I can come here and I can write Google color palettes. And I can find a whole bunch of different colors. Okay. There are some websites you can find. I'd recommend the free ones. So I can kind of play with colors. I can use a color generator. I can make my own palette. I'm not going to go through the whole tutorial process right now. So color palettes is one way you can look. I can try to find some colors that work really well together. If you are rebranding a logo, check this out. The word Pantone is kind of our key. So I can go like Starbucks Pantone colors. And there you go. Starbucks Pantone is 036635. Okay, that's the actual color that Starbucks uses. Here's their Pantone color, the 007048. Here's the brown 27251F. So any logo that's been made before should have its own Pantone set up. Little fun fact. If I go University of Alabama. That's not spelled right. There you go. Alabama Pantone. That's actually our same Pantone that we use at our high school. Pantone 201. Actually, we use 202. It's slightly darker. But that's how we ended up getting it. Okay, so Pantones are awesome keys that help us to be able to figure out how to transfer our color conversation from one image to another. If you see some things like this, so here's the Pantone color, the 9E1B32. There also has a CMYK code or RGB code. Sometimes you'll only find those ones, and those are still on there. But what you have to do is when you click it, you have to adjust your RGB or your CMYK right here, your percentages or your point colors right there. Okay, so once you have this set up, then you're going to turn that one in, but you have to have your design laid out first. So I'm going to kind of set it like this, and I'll save my file, color on white, color on black, and then I will send that off to me as our next step in the process. Okay. Questions you guys have on adding color and Pantone to your project?